You should see us moving. Does it move? Okay. We close to lane one?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Lanolin, tip of the tongue to the top of the teeth. Scotch, I like Scotch. Santiago.
I believe it was a wooden ship. Bringing in boats.
Whale.
Bring it in. Whale.
Okay. Whales.
Wheat thins. I forgot. Wheaton. Why do you keep saying it like that?
I'm just saying Wheaton. Wheaton's a great actor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 4 of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. Tonight, we are in unfamiliar territory playing a high school football game on a Monday night in West Virginia. The traditional Friday night lights of high school football has been upended yet again by our now beyond annoying and frustrating nemesis, COVID-19. Over the past 2 seasons, coaches, players, fans, and broadcasters alike have developed an entirely new football vocabulary, including such words as quarantine, contact tracing, and variant to go along with offense, defense, and special teams. And as frustrating and as uncertain as each week is, tonight we count ourselves lucky because we do get to have at least one more game under the lights. So, move over NFL. This is Monday night, reserved for high school football in Roane County. The Roane County Raider football team carries very little at this point, whether it plays on a Friday night, a Monday night, or any other night. All the Raiders care about is that they get to play. It has been a full 17 days since Coach Burnett's team has taken the field against an opponent, and that game left a bitter taste in the mouths of the players. The best way to exercise the demons of a loss is to get back onto the field and play again. Tonight, the Raiders finally have that opportunity, and you had better believe they are more than ready. The opponent tonight presents a unique challenge to the Raiders, a brand new team out of Class AA from up in Big Ten country, the Lewis County Minutemen come marching down Interstate 79 to County Stadium tonight. There is zero history between these two programs, and therefore there are zero tendencies either team can rely on in preparation for 7:30 p.m. Intensity is always important in the game of football, but tonight will be as much about execution of game plans on all sides of the ball as it will be about fire and hunger each team brings to the field. After faltering in its first 2 contests of the year, Lewis County picked up the win number 1 on the season last week and would surely love to ride that momentum to another victory tonight. Roane County is all too eager to prove that the 6-turnover, 2-point loss to Lincoln County 17 days ago was a mere fluke in an otherwise playoff-worthy season. We'll find out the answers to these questions now. Roane County, it's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football. Live from County Stadium on the campus of Roane County High School, Raider football is once again on the air. From Reedy to Walton, Newton to Spencer and all points in between, we welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's coverage of your Roane County Raiders. Andrew Miller, Matt White, Joe Boots Blosser, and Katie Nether joining us as well here up in the booth today for this Monday night contest. Matt White, I'm just happy to be up in the booth once again. It's 17 days since the last time we got to join this team today.
Yeah, it's things that a lot of programs around the state have been dealing with. Everybody's, like you mentioned, the new buzzwords are quarantine, contact tracing, things like that. But yeah, we're excited to get out here and play this ball game. It doesn't matter what night it is, doesn't matter what time of day, no matter what Coach Burdett says. He is very stickler about things being at 7:30. But if we have to play a game at noon, so be it. At least we get to play. Just trying to get rid of the foul taste in your mouth from last season when so many games were canceled. So many promising things in these contests that just get thrown out of whack. So, like you mentioned, a brand new opponent. This is a big physical team in Lewis County. They've got a huge offensive line. A couple of 300-plus pounders will be starting. A couple of 250s. I mean, there's some big boys. They like to run the ball. They've got a big back, Braden Carter. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 185 pounds. And also the senior tailback, 5'10", 185-pound, Johan Clem. So, you just got to match the physicality up front. Lewis County likes to run a lot of like double wing sets. We saw a lot of that in the footage from their game against Elkins and earlier in the season. They like to run the ball. One thing you've got to be very particular about against that double wing is watching for those backside, almost like reverses, counter trap kind of things. We've got plenty of athletes on the outside that tackle really well. Guys like, Russ and Shad and Conrad and Delk and Begler. All these guys have speed at the second level. So again, it's going to be up to your front line. Control the line of scrimmage and allow those guys to fly around and make some plays, play good gap assignment football, and watch for the occasional pass. We saw Lewis County be able to work, especially in the middle of the field, kind of up the seams with some option routes where you got a choice between going into an inside corner route or an inside post route, going to like more of a skinny post down the seam. So this is going to be a great test for Roane County, and to see, make sure you can play assignment football and stay in your gap lanes and slow down this running game of the Lewis County Minutemen. We'll see if Roane County can do that. We are nearing the time for kickoff. Band is out on the field. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, more pregame coverage here on WVRC 104.7 FM. Give me just a second here, George. We'll start our interview with head coach Paul Burdett in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, I'm ready, George. Welcome back, folks. I'm standing here in the end zone, field side of Roane County High School's County Stadium. My goodness, every time I come to this place, Coach Burdett, it looks better and better and better. I think this is by far the best this field has ever looked. The weather is going to be beautiful here tonight. It's Monday Night Football, NFL style here in Roane County. You guys got to be a little excited about that, I would think.
We're just excited to play football, Drew. It's been a long 2 weeks, and we're excited to get back on the field here tonight.
Yeah, one of the lone shows in the state of West Virginia. I'm sure a lot of eyes are going to be on this field. You guys, it's been 17 days, Coach mentioning that, since you guys have stepped foot on the field to play another team. And we talked about it Wednesday night at the show about that Lincoln County game, and it leaves kind of a bad taste in your mouth, and the best way to get rid of that taste is to get back on the field and play. You guys have had to really stew about this.
Yeah, usually you get right back after it the next week and focus your attention. We only got to do that for a day and a half, and then of course we found out we weren't going to be able to play Clay that Friday or the following Monday. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, and getting back out on the field and giving ourselves back where we're comfortable, back where we're happy, and try to prove a point here tonight.
You know, you move in two ways when it comes to this layoff. You got some guys back and healthy. That's good. You had more time to work on the things that you saw in that Lincoln County film that you didn't like, some things you could hone and that you really felt like you guys could do better. Is the long layoff tough on these guys, or are they still just laser focused?
Well, you know, I mean, I think right now, yes. Now, you know, last week and early this week, it was hard to get focused back in. But in the last 3-4 days, yeah, it's been a game week type situation, and that's how we've approached it. Today's Friday. You know, yesterday was Thursday. Saturday was Wednesday, so we went at it that way after last Wednesday, and yeah, they're focused in, and hopefully, you know, ready to play some good football here tonight.
So your opponent, Lewis County, you guys have not seen on the schedule. This is the first meeting between these two AA schools. They play up in that Big Ten area. They've got a tough schedule. They are 1-2. They got a good victory against Elkins last game. What did you see in that film that you are going to try to focus in on both sides of the ball?
Well, you know, it's just the things that Lewis County does good is what we got to take away from them. You know, I think they run the ball really well. They're very capable of throwing the ball. They showed that against Elkins. I think they want to run it, but can pass it when they need to or want to. And defensively, they're very aggressive, slanting, moving up front, bringing backers from different areas. So we got to be on point on both sides of the ball and have ourselves ready tonight.
I mentioned this in the pregame. I said, you know, when you've got a new team that you've never seen before, there are no tendencies for either team. You guys just don't know each other. It's not like we see, like, this is what Clay County is, what they've been. So as much as intensity is important in this game, I think execution might be of critical importance in this game.
There absolutely is. You know, we got to execute on both sides of the ball. We got to be fundamentally sound. We got to take care of the ball, which obviously everybody knows cost us in the last game. Was the difference in the game, as a matter of fact. So we've got to take care of that kind of stuff and just be mentally at a fine point here tonight, Drew.
Coach, as always, last question. This long layoff has given you a chance to get some guys back and healthy.
Yeah, it was actually good for us, to be honest with you. You know, Paxton had a concussion, and he's been cleared. A couple younger guys had concussions, and at least one of those guys are clear now. So, yeah, you know, having a little break got us some time here to get guys healed up and ready to go, and got rid of some other bumps and bruises maybe that we had after the Lincoln County game.
Well, Coach, move over NFL. It's Monday Night Football here in Roane County. We wish you the best of luck. Go out there and get win number 2 of the season.
Thanks, Drew. We appreciate it.
Head Coach Paul Burnett. Folks, stick around. After these messages, more pregame coverage on Mountain Country 104.7 FM. George, give us 2 minutes, sir. 2 minutes. Thank you. Give me boots way up.
Check.
Okay, Matt.
Yep. Cranker. Crank.
Okay. Check. Before you riggedy wreck. Do you see at the bottom of your screen there, do you see the audio moving when we talk?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That means we are being recorded.
Hot mic.
Yeah, can you try yours?
Well, I think it's definitely picking up from the band.
We welcome you back to County Stadium on this Monday night as we prepare for the third game of the season for your Roane County Raiders. Again, the Raiders got off to a very good start, a hard-fought victory on the road against Class Single A, defending state champion St. Mary's 6-0, and then that very, very difficult loss to Lincoln County back on the 3rd of September, 30-28, a 2-point loss in a game that saw Roane County turn the ball over 6 times, including 5 in the first quarter. The Raiders have been off for 17 days. Before this one, they had the Clay County game postponed officially. It has not officially been canceled yet on the season. For Lewis County, they like the number 22. They have scored 22 points in each of their first 3 games. Unfortunately for the Minutemen, they gave up 47 and 38 in their first 2 contests. Now, Fairmont Senior in that first game, obviously a quality opponent for Lewis County. A future Roane County opponent, Braxton County, was the second loss for the Minutemen, 38-22, and then most recently, of course, last week as Elkins fell to this Lewis County team 22-8. So the Minutemen feeling strong about what they've got going on. Roane County trying to shake off 17 days of memories of that 6-turnover debacle against Lincoln County. They'd love to get win number 2 here on the season. Roane County will play again Saturday at Buffalo, so we've got a twofer here this week in the final couple of weeks of September. Both teams getting ready to filter onto the field. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. First off, on offense for the Lewis County Minutemen.
Now, like we talked about before, big up front. Left tackle, 6'3", 375-pound junior Quentin Wine. The left guard, a 5'8", 175-pound junior Tom DeRico. The center, a 6'1", 215-pound sophomore Tyler Carson. The right guard, 6'2", 255-pound senior Austin Riley. The right tackle, a 6'3", 290-pound sophomore Jason Jenkins. And the tight end, the 5'11", 200-pound sophomore Liam Jeffries. At the split, the 6'2", 210-pound junior Zach James. You'll also see him playing in at the tight end spot quite a bit. In the backfield, we mentioned double wing set, 5'11", 170-pound sophomore Drew Caton, and a 6', 160-pound junior Trenton Bush. The tailback, 5'11", 185-pound sophomore Braden Carter, and running the offense for the Minutemen, 6', 160-pound sophomore Bryant Zielinski.
Yeah, one thing you didn't mention in that earlier set was Zielinski's ability as a sophomore to throw it when need be. He's got a quick delivery, and he can laser it down the field. So Roane County defense is going to have their work cut out for them. They've been very good this year so far on the defensive side. Here is the front defensive tackles. Christian Jarvis, a 6', 210-pound junior, and Landon Whited, a 6', 255-pound senior. They anchor the nose tackle, the sophomore Jacob Bunner, 6'1", 270 pounds. Your linebacking core at Sam linebacker, Brian Begler, a junior, 5'8", 160. And on the other side of the wheel is Skylar Delk, a 5'10", 145-pound junior. Middle backer back in the lineup, Colton Paxton, 6', 185, junior. In the defensive backfield, your 2 hybrids, Cobra is Shadrach Greathouse, 5'9", 170, senior. And your Viper is Russell May, 5'7", 140, senior. And your corners, Ethan Collins, a 5'7", 140-pound senior. Sean Conrad, a 5'9", 160-pound senior. The safety will be Lane Epling, a 5'10", 165-pound senior.
This defensive front for Lewis County, it's a little bit of a hybrid. It's more of a 3-man, like a 3-4 type of a defense, but they do hang those linebackers up onto the line of scrimmage a lot, so it's almost like a 5-man front with the 2 ends coming up and in more of an upright position. But the 3 up front, at the left end, a 5'10", 185-pound senior Johan Clem. The nose tackle, a 5'11", 170-pound junior Ethan Levitt. And the other end, 5'11", 210-pound sophomore Jacob Helams. The outside backers that will play up onto the line, 6', 215-pound junior Braden Parker, and the 5'8", 155-pound Johan Mayo. He's a freshman. The 2 middle backers, 6', 220-pound senior Damian Wolf, and the 5'11", 185-pound sophomore Braden Carter. The 2 corners, left side, 5'11", 170-pound sophomore Drew Caton. Right side, 6', 145-pound sophomore Grant Accord. The two safeties, 6 foot, 160-pound junior Trenton Bush, and the 6'3", 190-pound junior Owen Hunt.
For Roane County, it all starts and ends up front. The front line of the Raider offense has been great this year. They need to continue to be that way for Roane County to succeed. Left tackle, Christian Jarvis, 6 foot 210 junior. Left guard is Jacob Bunner, sophomore at 6'1", 270. Matthew Schaefer is your center. The junior goes 6'1", 230. Right guard is Landon White, the 6 foot, 255-pound senior. Right tackle, Toby Copen, the senior, is 6 foot 2, 65. The average size on the line, 246 pounds. Tight end, Colton Paxton, a 6 foot, 185-pound junior. Split end will be Sean Conrad, 5'9", 160 senior. Wide receiver, Lane Epling, 5'10", 165 senior. Sometimes you'll see Ethan Collins in at wing, a 5'7", 140-pound senior. In the backfield for the Raiders, running back Skylar Delk has had a great first couple of games. The junior, 5'10", 145, and Briar Begler, 5'8", 160-pound junior halfback. Your quarterback, the senior, 5'9", 170-pound Shadrack Greathouse. Team captains meeting out at midfield. Roane County will be in the maroon jersey tops and the white pants, white letters, white numbers, maroon helmets with the white Raider R on the side and a thick white stripe down the side. For Lewis County, white jerseys here this afternoon with dark numbers trimmed out in gray. They've got the charcoal gray pants as well, and the blue helmets with LC written on the side for Lewis County. Roane County and Lewis County, the first ever meeting between these two schools, and I'm telling you folks, if I could paint the picture any better, I don't know how. It is as beautiful a field as it has ever been here at Roane County High School. So the Raiders have won the toss and elected to receive. That is a mentality kind of thing for Coach Barbadette. He wants his offense on the field. He wants to establish sort of a dominant style of play right off the bat. If they can hold on to the ball and get a score right off the bat, that helps.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be the key, obviously, Drew. We've harped on it ever since that Lincoln County game, is holding on to the ball. We moved the ball really well in that ball game, but when you turn it over 6 times, it's going to put yourself tough, and you still only lose by 2. I mean, that shows you the capability that this team has. Defensively, we have been very solid throughout this whole year in the first 2 games of the season. But let's see if we can continue that, slow down this running game. That Lewis County seems like that's what they want to establish early, but if we can jump out first possession, get some points on the board, and really get the momentum here in this beautiful, beautiful stadium.
Monday Night Football here at Roane County High School. I love it. Raiders take the field. It will be Braden Carter, the 5'11", 185-pound sophomore, to do the kicking from right to left across your dial. Back deep to receive will be Brian Begler and Ethan Collins. Roane County will have to deal with big linemen for the third game in a row. This line for Lewis County very similar to the Lincoln County beef. Carter looks like he is going to tee it up with an angle towards Lewis County sideline, so watch out for some trickery to begin the ball game. Hear the referee's whistle from back deep. Carter approaches. Will it be a deep kick? Nope. It'll be an angled low short kick to the 35 taken by Conrad. The up man Conrad splits defenders out to midfield, and he will cross into Lewis County territory. A quick return by Sean Conrad. Very capable runner.
We saw a lot of that out of Sean last year in reserve duty, coming in and playing some tailback, showing that he's got some shifty moves himself. Gets Roane County out over the 50-yard line to start.
17-yard return into the territory of the Minutemen immediately right over midfield at the 49. Left to right go the Raiders. Roane County will line up with a receiver to the near side. That's Epling. Back split in the eye. Greathouse will hand it off with 2 hands on the ball. That is Skylar Delk, and he will pick up nice yardage on first down. Give him 5 inside the 45.
Good hard run on first down. Most importantly, 2 hands on the ball. It was a nice tackle there by Zach James coming up from the outside backer position.
See if the Raiders want to continue to really, again, just announce their presence with authority up front. That front 5 has been very good this year. Let's see if they can continue to be that way. They'll split up into the far side now. Back still in the eye. Again to give. Off tackle fullback pushing forward, fighting for yardage and getting help. Great job by the front line just moving those white jerseys backwards. You saw 5 maroon jerseys in front of Delk, and Delk just rode that wave for a first down.
Yeah, just another excellent play up front. Roane County offensive line doing a great job downfield blocking. Schaefer got a good push from the center spot, paving the way for Delk on that one.
6-yard gain, 1st and 10 inside the 40 at the 38 of the Minutemen. Here's a misdirection carry to Begler. He'll cut it to the outside. Boy, just got tackled from the shoulders there. That was a touchdown-saving tackle by number 24, Owen Accord. The freshman just grabbed the hold of Begler at the last step, but Breyer picks up a nice 9-yard gain inside the 30. Go the Raiders. 10:35 rolling first quarter clock. First possession of the ball game.
Yeah, good time for that misdirection play call. The right side of the line. So Jarvis out there to tackle, and Paxton at the tight end really paved the way for Begler on that one.
Begler will come out of the backfield in motion to the near side. Single back now. Quick hitter. That's off tackle, and there is a nice move off tackle. A little jump cut by Delk at the 25. He'll move to the Raiders sideline and get knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Raiders moving very nicely on this opening possession.
Just establishing some dominance with this offensive line, doing a great job getting push up front, and a good solid jump cut, nice athletic move there from Delk.
I like the movement out of the backfield. It took one of those linebackers away, and it gave Delk more running room. 10 minutes on a rolling first quarter clock. Raiders started at the 49 of the Minutemen. They are now at the 19-yard line, left to right. Go the Raiders. Here's the give, Begler off tackle. He's got 2 lead blockers. He'll cut it back against the grain into the second unit inside the 5, pushing backwards and down to the 4-yard line. And they're going to say his knee scraped the ground that white at the 9-yard line. I was wondering if he did go down there. So they'll take away those 5 extra yards. Those were tough yards that he tried to pick up, but still, that will move the chains. 1st and goal, Roane County immediately here in the ball game. Handoff, off tackle. Delk pushing forward inside the 7 down to probably the 6.5. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there on a 9:20 rolling first quarter clock. Opening possession for the Raiders. They chose offense. They did not defer. They chose it. And so the Raiders wanting to put points on the board immediately. They are stuck with split back formation. Now they'll go heavy package, heavy I formation to the right. The lead blocker is Paxton, and there is Begler following Paxton, following Delk, and untouched into the end zone. That was a dominant first drive for the Raiders, all on the ground.
Yeah, really just offensive line, tight ends, fullbacks doing a great job pushing the Lewis County defense on their heels the entire time, not allowing just a little bit of an undersized front defensively. I mean, these guys are tough, but Roane County doing a great job of just pushing the front line off the ball.
Raiders go for 2, and they'll just line up in the I formation. They'll give it to Begler. Great tackle. Begler cut down from the knees. He will fall short of the touchdown or the extra point line. Nevertheless, though, Roane County takes possession and strikes first. A nice drive as they lead it 6-0 here with 8:57 left in the first quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll be back. That was nice.
That's a way to start the ball.
Yes.
I like that, man. That's what's been working.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it second half against St. Mary's. We saw it second half against Lincoln County. I like it. Start with it.
If they can't stop it, keep
Start with it.
Well, Coach Paul Burdett said in his pregame interview, this team had something to prove tonight. They proved it, Joe Blosser, on that opening possession drive.
7 plays, 7 runs, 3 first downs, gained 49 yards, 3:03 off the clock. Begler from 6 yards out, and the 2-point conversion was no good.
6-0 Roane County, 8:57 mark first quarter. Collins set to do the kicking at the 40, left to right. It will sail off his foot, back deep to receive. Drew Caton and Owen Accord. Collins slowly approaches. He'll get a good leg into this one. Angled over towards Caton. Caton on the left side brings it straight up the hash marks. Took it at the 24-yard line. Brings it out to the 34. So a 10-yard return. A good coverage by the return team, or by the kick team for Roane County.
Colton Albright in there on that tackle with a couple other Roane County jerseys.
So we'll see if Roane County's defense can continue to aggressively but controlled get to wave after wave of running backs. Under center goes the sophomore Brian Zielinski. He'll hand it off near side, off tackle, and in a massive pile of maroon jerseys, I'll wait and see who it is that gets up with the possession. That will be Caton, a 170-pound sophomore. Good tackle by a bunch of Raiders.
Yeah, Bunner came in low. Christian Jarvis did a good job recovering off the end and helping Bunner to clean that tackle up for just about a 2-3 yard gain.
Gain of 3, we'll call it, out to the Lewis County 42-yard line. Shotgun formation for Zielinski. He'll hand it off tackle, and slipping through a couple of near tackles is number 22, Johan Clem, 185-pound senior. And as Coach Burdett mentioned, there are a lot of running backs here. You're going to see Clem and hear his name. You're going to hear Bush's name, Caton's name. Braden Carter will be in there some. And again, they've got a beefy front across the line, including the big boy over there, 370-pounder, Quentin Wine on the left side tackle. Under center again goes Zielinski. He'll hand it off tackle. Pushing forward once again. I believe that is Clem. The ball comes loose and Roane County picks it up. The Raiders, are they going to be the beneficiaries of a turnover? They will. Clem fighting for extra yardage. Somebody might get a hand in there and popped it out. And the Raiders recover. Well, that's a much better feel that like than 17 days ago right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got the strip on that one, but I know Whited and it was the left side.
Whatever it was, they did a good job with it. Roane County gets possession back and in Lewis County territory at the 48 this time. Delk comes out of the backfield in motion. Now he'll reverse court and go right back to where he was. Greathouse under center, 1st and 10, second offensive possession, right up the gut, and a 10-yard pickup for Delk. I'm telling you, you had lead blocking from Briar Begler. He didn't have anybody to hit Matt White. The front line is doing a tremendous job to begin this ball game.
Begler was in the secondary before he ever found a jersey to go after. Just a great job up front by Roane County's offensive line.
6-0 Raiders on their second possession after the turnover, 7:30 and rolling. After the 10-yard pickup and a first down by Delk, 1st and 10 at the 38. Hard count there from Greathouse. Movement along the front defense, but no whistle.
Looked like they went across.
Greathouse going to look to throw for the first time. Here's a quick hitter outside to Epling, one-on-one coverage. Epling going to fight for extra yards. He'll get down to the 30. Good extra effort, yards after the catch for Epling.
And just a good job getting that one-on-one coverage out to the right side. Quick throw, quick release by Shadrack, and good job fighting for extra yards by Lane Epling.
Well, Epling got up a little gimpy. He is on the sideline right now being attended to by head trainer Rick Cottrell. We'll have to check on that. Gain of 8 on the pass and catch down to the 30-yard line. Left to right, the Raiders go. Back split in the backfield. Hand off Begler this time. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That was a big play by Damian Wolf, 220-pound linebacker. Wolf able to get in there and make a nice play. So Roane County will lose a yard on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and a long 3, short 4 at about the 31. 6:15 and rolling. 6-0 Roane County first quarter action. Greathouse fakes to give to both running backs. He'll get himself to the outside. He's going to throw it down the field, though, into the corner of the end zone, and it will sail out of bounds. I'm with you, Matt White. He had room to get that first down on his own, but on the run, he saw Conrad, and Conrad did have 3 steps on his defender. Unfortunately, Greathouse on the run let that one sail a little bit right.
Yeah, if Shad could have got his head up just a little bit quicker, And Conrad did get a quick first step out there going down the sideline. If Shad recognizes that just a split second sooner, that's going for 6. But yeah, if at that point when you only need 3 or 4 yards, you probably got to tuck it and run.
4 down territory. It's 4th down and 4. The yard to reach is right about the 28, and Coach Paul Burnett wants to talk it over before Roane County goes for it. 6:07 left. First quarter action. 6-0 Roane County. A big 4th and 4 coming up after this. A little bit of rain coming?
Yeah, there was a little like
10-15 minute patch.
just a sprinkle.
A little bit of rain, the only thing to cloud up this beautiful Monday night here at Roane County's County Stadium. Roane County took the possession to begin the ball game, marched it down on 7 plays, all of those on the ground to take the 6-0 lead. Got a turnover to retake the possession here, but they are in a tough situation. Raiders have a 4th down and 4 from the Lewis County 32-yard line. They need to reach the 28. And out of the Roane County timeout, let's see what Coach Burdett and the staff draw up. They're going to send Conrad out to the far side of the field. Back split in the backfield. Collins will move across from the wing position to the near side. Greathouse going to fake the give. He'll roll. He'll hand it off over there. It's Colton Paxton, the tight end. Paxton puts his shoulder down at the 15 and runs roughshod through a defensive back. A tremendous, what would you call that? That was a little late pass.
That was a little bit of a tight end delay. Paxton showed like he was going to block and then just leaped out into the flat on the right side. Great play calling. Excellent time for that one. Caught Lewis County being a little bit too aggressive, trying to play the run, just slipped a little pass out to Paxton. Great pickup.
They needed 4. They got 18 on the pass and catch from Greathouse to Paxton. 1st and 10 Raiders. Back split in the backfield. Here's a quick hitter. That'll be Delk again. 2 hands on the ball. Inside the 10 he goes. Nice 5-yard pickup on 1st down. I'm telling you, Matt, when you can pick up 4 to 5 yards almost every 1st down play, you've really set your offense up nicely.
Yeah, you give yourself a lot of options. You know, they always say that 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Well, if you get 4, you don't need all 4 downs.
5:30 and rolling. First quarter action. 6-0 Roane County looking for more as the rain continues to fall. Receiver to both sides of the formation. Collins to the near side. Conrad to the far side. Here's the give. Begler off tackle. Begler's got lots of room to run. He'll dive towards the end zone. And I think they're going to say his knee was down just shy of reaching that ball over the goal line. But Roane County's going to have it. 1st and goal from the half-yard line. And again, Begler untouched, Matt, like the first 5 yards of that run.
Yeah, it was just a really good misdirection play. Got a pull there from the left side. I believe that was Burner coming out of the left guard spot and just paving the way for Begler.
Raiders looking for more. Here's a quick hitter up the middle. Delk, and he is into the end zone. At a lead blocker there with Colton Paxton. The Raiders capitalize on the turnover from Lewis County. And just 7 minutes into this ball game, the Raiders have a 2-touchdown lead, 12-0.
Just
big man football.
Fantastic job up front. These were the things that we saw work late in the games against St. Mary's, late in the games against Lincoln County. Come out and establish that early. I love it. I love the play calling. I love the aggressiveness up front by that front line for Roane County.
See if the Raiders can get back 2 here after missing the first extra point attempt. They'll pitch it outside to Begler, try to use his speed, and it didn't matter. I might have been able to score from there. The Raiders are looking good early, folks. The 2-point conversion is good. The Raiders capitalize on the turnover. Coach Burnett said, hey, these guys say they've got something to prove right now. So far, so good. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after these messages. 4:59 remaining first quarter action. Boots Blosser off of the Lewis County turnover. Roane County strikes.
8 plays, 3 first downs, 48 yards, 2:15 off the clock. Belk plunged in from 1 yard, and Begler's 2-point sweep was successful.
Big play on that drive, the 4th and 4 completion from Shadrach Greathouse to Colton Paxton to set up that second scoring opportunity. Collins will do the kicking left to right. Back deep to receive Drew Caton and Owen Accord. It was Caton the first time off of Collins' good kick. Collins will launch this one over towards Caton again at the 24. It drops at his feet. He'll have to go back to the 15 to pick it up. Far side he'll go, and he is going to be tackled. Someone came diving in.
I think that may have been.
That was Begler. We've got a good picture in the newspaper a couple weeks ago of him diving after a Lincoln County player, and he just did it there to drop Caton deep in the territory of the Minutemen.
Yeah, Begler flying, going parallel to the ground, giving everything they've got. You were absolutely right, Drew. These guys are playing like they've got something to prove.
So it'll be first down and 10 Minutemen, ball resting at their own 22-yard line. On the far side hash, they'll move right to left across your dial here for the final 4:54 of quarter number 1. 14-0, Roane County leading. You see that the familiar double wing formation now. Single back in the backfield, a quick hitter off tackle. One of those big boys in there. We'll have to wait and see. Is that number 4, Carter?
Yep.
Yeah, Braden Carter, 185-pound sophomore. He just bowling balls his way forward for about 3, maybe 4 yards.
You could stop there by Rory May jumping on Carter's back, going for a little bit of a ride, but definitely not giving up on that play. Good tackle, sir.
Raiders have done a great job against some good backs, including Isaiah Smith a couple weeks ago. They come in waves, they're controlled aggression. Another quick hitter off tackle. And that one might be Bush or might be Caton. I believe that one is Caton. Number 15, 170-pounder. He'll pick up a nice 6-yard gain, so that'll be a third down and short, just outside of the 30-yard line for Lewis County. 4 minutes and counting, first quarter, 14-0, Roane County.
Good job recovering up front there by Landon Whited, making a nice stop on that play.
Single receiver near side, double wing formation. Under center, Zielinski. He'll fake the give. Now he'll go to the in-route hole, almost in the backfield. Able to get away from the first tackle there was Drew Caton, and he had Bunner almost all over him. He was able to slip out of that tackle of Jacob Bunner, the nose tackle. That would have been a huge loss. Instead, Caton able to lower his shoulder and pick up the first down yardage for the Minutemen.
Well, good job. Good breakdown tackle out there on an island by himself with Sean Conrad. Saved that one from being even bigger pickup, but first down, Lewis County.
3:25 and rolling first quarter, 14-0 Roane County. First and 10, Minutemen out to their own 34. Man in motion across, they'll fake the give. Looking to throw now, Zielinski. He'll roll out to the left side. Looking, he's being chased, and he'll be shoved down for the sack. That is Colton Paxton, a hustle sack for the junior.
Yeah, Paxton just in constant pursuit there. Zielinski thought he might be able to get outside. Great coverage downfield, too. They were looking for the backside tight end coming across dragging across the backside of formation. That was Shadrach Greathouse, keeping him step for step. Great play, Roane County.
Loss of 6 yards on the play, or call it 5 actually. Second down and 15. Ball back to the 29-yard line of the Minutemen. 2:35 and rolling, first quarter action, 14-0 Raiders. Here's the lead to Caton to the near side, and the Raiders, again, that's what we've seen the last 2 games, is they just keep rolling in waves. You'll see a couple show up, and then if he gets by them, here comes 2 more.
There's Butler and Delk both getting in on that tackle. Minimal gain on that play for the Minutemen.
Big third down opportunity early for the defense. They've already caused a turnover, and the Raiders capitalized on it on the last possession. 14-0. It's third down and 13 from the 31 of the Minutemen. They'll spread it out. 2 receivers, far side, 1 to the near side. Zielinski, the sophomore, into the shotgun. Snap is back. 5-step drop. He's got pressure from behind. He's going to have to deliver quickly. He won't get it out. And the second sack of the series. This time, it's Ori May.
Ori there to clean that one up. A great backside pressure from Christian Jarvis, making Zielinski have to tuck and try to run for his life. Roane County defense playing like they're possessed.
Absolutely. Roane County playing possessed overall here at the moment. Back to punt will be Carter standing at his own 17-yard line. Begler will move back to the Roane County 35. Clean snap. Carter will get it away. End over end punt. Lands at the 45 of the Raiders. Takes a nice Lewis County bounce forward inside the 35 down to the 30. And that's where it will be down. Roane County will begin their third possession on offense. And for the first time, it will be on their side of the field. 14-0 Roane County with a minute and 4 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, you couldn't script a better start to this ball game. That's a big difference from the last time we saw this team out on the field. Maintaining the line of scrimmage, hitting the holes that are wide open, and just holding on to the ball. Biggest keys to the game is the line of scrimmage. Control that. Keep possession of the ball. And I got faith in this Raider team that we can win every game this season.
No turnovers is the issue. You got to keep control of the football. Raiders going to spread a bit here in this third possession. Twin receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Greathouse out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. That's Delk off tackle. He's got lots of room. Over the 40 and out to the 44-yard line. Untouched for the first 10 yards of that run. I'm telling you, these holes are massive by the front Roane County line.
Yeah, just opening up lanes for everybody to run through. When your safety is your leading tackler for Lewis County, that's Trenton Bush, you know that's a bad day for your defense. When guys are getting down the field as quick as what Roane County is here in this early part of the ballgame.
14 more for Skylar Delk and a first down for the Raiders out to the 44. Collins comes in motion near side. Shotgun for Greathouse. He'll roll near side. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man downfield. He's going to look for his buddy Epling down the field and just out of the reach of Epling by about a yard or a yard and a half. Greathouse, you saw him frustrated. He knew he missed his man.
I'm not sure it was even that far out of reach. It was just over the fingertips. Good play design, good blocking up front. We've worried about the pass protection a lot this year. When you're rolling a guy out, you feel like you're rushed a little bit. Greathouse had plenty of time on that one. Just airmailed it a little bit. Epling had a step on his man.
Second down and 10 from the 44 of the Raiders on a stop clock here. 14-0 Roane County. Raiders got to hurry. 4 on the play clock. Greathouse will get it off. He'll roll near side again. He's going to keep it this time. Following lead blocking. He'll cut off the backside of a lineman and down the sideline he goes. Breaks the tackle at the 25 all the way down to the 15-yard line.
He stepped out.
How about the lead blocking, though, of Landon Whited 15 yards down the field, and Greathouse cut it off of Whited's behind 15 yards down the field.
Oh, yeah, that was just a great design run for the quarterback. Excellent job. Good downfield blocking as well. You had Epling out there on the right-hand side, but yeah, Landon Whited on his horse, outrunning Greathouse for 10 yards.
He stepped out at the 24 of Lewis County, 1st and 10 in Minutemen territory. Here's Begler off tackle, puts a shoulder down inside the 20 and down to just inside the 20, almost at 19. And that will be probably the final play here of the quarter, 10 seconds from rolling.
Yeah, good recognition there. Begler saw it was nothing to the outside, cut it up, and picked up a tough 3 or 4 yards.
And that's where Roane County will start. Teams will switch sides. Roane County will attack the Fieldhouse side as we begin the second quarter. 14-0 Raiders. A second down and 7 after the 60-second timeout.
That will do, sir.
All day, every day.
Very nice. It's nice. I like it.
When you said you're going to have a bad time, I said, you're going to have a bad time. welcome you back to County Stadium on this Monday night. Roane County, a good first quarter, said they wanted to prove something here, and so far so good. The Raider defense has already caused a turnover, a couple of sacks, and the offense, 2 good possessions, both ended up in scores, and they're looking for number 3 right now. After the Briar-Begler first down run to the 20, it'll be 2nd and 7, Roane County at the Lewis County 20-yard line. Raiders will attack right to left across your dial here in the second quarter. I remember thinking coming into this year, if the line can just hold, my goodness, how foolish I was.
This line has held and then some. Has really been the cog in this wheel for the Raider offense.
Greathouse into the shotgun. He'll send Collins across to the near side in motion. 3-step drop, looking. He'll pump fake. He'll scramble out to the outside. Now he's just going to try to get what he can. Back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe. That's just a wise decision. Nothing downfield. Good coverage by the Minutemen defensive backfield.
Yeah, smart play, not to force anything. Again, had plenty of time back there to look around, but just good coverage down the field for Lewis County, and smart play there by Shadrack just to pick up what he could. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Setting up this 3rd down now and 6.
Obviously 4-down territory for the Raider offense, so you don't need to get it all here if you don't want to. Raiders will split 2 receivers out. Conrad to the near side, to the far side goes Epling. High snap. Greathouse going to roll near side. Design quarterback keeper. Looking to the outside, breaks a tackle. He's got a little bit further to go to the 10-yard line, and he's got the first down. Tough run by Shadrack Greathouse.
Yeah, tough run again. Good blocking. That outside receiving core did such a good job downfield. Bunner was pulling across the line, and he was 15 yards down the field and couldn't even find anybody to block.
So a big 3rd down and a 7 pickup for the Raider offense inside the 10. The Raiders go to the red zone for the 3rd time, leading 14-0 with 11:30 on a rolling second quarter clock. On the near hash, Roane County will set up in a split back set. Give off tackle, and just a hard run off tackle with 2 hands on the ball for Skylar Delk. He can make moves when he needs to, Matt White, but his MO seems to be right now, he wants to punish other people, and he's only 155 pounds, and that's soaking wet. But he runs harder than that.
Pound for pound, though, he's one of the strongest guys on this team, and has really done a fantastic job running the ball this year.
And another 4-yard pickup on first down, brings up 2nd and goal to 5. Collins splits wide to the far side. Conrad to the near side, backs in the split set. Under center goes Greathouse. He'll give it misdirection play. Here goes Begler towards the goal line, backing in, and Begler is in. He just got to make the call. There it is. Begler untouched until about the 1-yard line. The offensive line is just eating up this defensive front of Lewis County. Another touchdown for the Raiders.
You can see Lewis County has brought in a couple of bigger guys to play up front. The senior Austin Riley, 6'2", 255 pounds, but it's all for naught. Roane County just owning this ball game.
20-0, Roane County, 10:36 mark, second quarter. Cannot let up here. You just got to keep on rolling if you're the Raiders. You want this confidence completely back from that Lincoln County loss. Raiders going for 2. Here's the pitch near side. That's Begler looking to the outside. He's got lead blocking. He'll cut it back off the lead block. He'll fight towards the end zone. He's got it. I'll tell you what, that was good lead blocking, but that was great decision-making by Begler, cutting off of Delk. And against the grain, he will fight to the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. 10:36 left in the half. 22-0 Roane County. 30-second break. We'll be back. Awesome. 10 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Roane County 3 for 3 offensively, Joe Glosser.
Yeah, another 8-play drive, 3 first downs, picked up 70 yards that time, only 2:35 off the clock. Begler scores from 5 yards out, and then he also converted the 2-pointer.
That will make it 22-0 right now. And again, critical moment in the ball game. This is where sometimes young men will get a little of lack of focus. If you're Roane County, you got to keep the pedal to the metal. Collins will kick it from right to left across the dial. Approaches at the 40, leg into it to the near side. It goes to Caton again at the 25. Caton will bring it back to the middle of the field, and he will be wrapped up deep in the backfield. No. A tremendous tackle by the Raiders. And are we going to get ourselves a horse collar because that was on his shoulder blade? Yeah. They're going to call horse collar. There was no way. There is no way. Nope. You are not allowed to tackle anybody at the shoulder now, like on the outside of the shoulder.
Yeah, the horse collar was designed when you're chasing somebody down, not to grab them from the backside of their shoulder pad and bring them straight backwards onto their back, because it causes a lot of injuries. I get that.
I get it too.
That was a flying from the side, grab a guy by the outside part of his front of his shoulder pad and just spin him around and throw him to the ground. That was a great tackle and a great downfield pursuit from Ori.
All I can think of is that's the point of emphasis, and they're overemphasizing it this year. Let's just say that. So the 15-yard markup puts it out to the 45 for the Minutemen. Best field position, Zielinski's going to look to throw. He'll launch one out to the outside. Nice catch. That was very highly thrown. And Zach James, the 6'2 tight end, jumps up and grabs it, but a great open field tackle by the Raider defense.
Yeah, that time Ethan Collins did a good job. Smart tackle. He went low on James, who probably outweighs Ethan by 100 pounds. Great open field tackle there for Collins.
That limited the damage to just 2 yards out to the 47. 10:03 rolling here in the second quarter, 22-0, Roane County leading. Near side hash, left to right go the Minutemen. Into the shotgun, Zielinski. 2 receivers out to the far side. He's going to look over there to throw. He's got one out there. The route is jumped. It's Sean Conrad. He is headed to the house. 1 man to beat. It's the quarterback, Zielinski, and he won't get there. Conrad read it perfectly, jumped the route, and took off.
What a fantastic play. Sean Conrad, you said it best, Drew. He read that downfield pass perfectly, picked it off, takes it down the sideline, shows the wheels. What a play. Roane County on the board again, now 28-0.
Zielinski was staring down his receiver over there in the flat. Conrad saw it, and as soon as that ball was released, you saw Conrad taking off. The question was, would he get there in time? He timed it perfectly. So the defense now into the scoring column, and Roane County going to go for 1 now. Collins to do the kicking. The hold, the kick is up, the kick looks good, and it is. All things going well for the Raiders right now. 9:42 off the second turnover for the Minutemen. This one with a quick strike as Roane County leads at 29-0. 30-second break. We'll be back. Yep.
Do nicely.
A quick strike on the defensive side of things to give Roane County a 29-0 lead, Joe Glosser.
Yeah, Sean Conrad steps in front of the pass, takes it 48 yards for the pick 6, and then he also kicks the PAT.
So Roane County leads at 29-0 now. The Raiders, I go back to the pregame interview with Coach Burnett, Matt White. He said they have something to prove.
And prove it they have so far in this ball game. Just a couple minutes into the second quarter, 29-0 lead. Wow.
Collins set to do the kicking right to left from the 40. It will go Caton and Accord back deep. It's been Caton the first 3 times. Now he'll move over towards Accord over on the left side. Accord will take it down the sideline, and he will run right into a defender over there on that far sideline. I believe Hanley Mounts. Oh no, that is actually Sawyer Hunt.
Yeah, Sawyer Hunt
coming over here.
Sticking his head into that one.
Yeah, nice form tackle there by the sophomore. 9:39 is where Lewis County will begin this drive in the second quarter. Roane County leading 29-0. Raiders have been perfect on 3 offensive possessions, and now they are 1-for-1 defensively. Late substitution, Ori May will run off the field quickly. 1st and 10 from the 33. High snap, that is away from Zielinski. He's got pressure, and that is going to be a sack for the Raiders. As coming quickly onto that one
Jarvis
is Christian Jarvis. Jarvis was already on his way. Tell you what, Christian Jarvis this year, Matt White, has either pressured the quarterback, sacked the quarterback, or been held every play it seems.
Yeah, he has really been a menace in the backfield.
When Zielinski is over there on the sideline, he is a little shaken up, so Lewis County will burn a timeout as we check on the quarterback, sophomore Ryan Zielinski. 9:12 remaining in the half. Roane County leading 29-0. We'll be back. Probably good for just a minute one here.
Yeah, it looked like they just called it real quick so they wouldn't have to take him out of the game if they didn't need to.
Out of the timeout, Lewis County possession, second down and very, very long after the injury to Lewis County quarterback Ryan Zielinski. They called a timeout in order to keep from having to bring him out of the game. And Zielinski is still in. He does not look like he is 100%. The handoff will pick up just a couple of yards. It'll bring up a third down, an incredibly long situation. We'll call it third down and 17. From the 25 of Lewis County, left to right they go here in the second quarter. 8:40 and rolling, 29-0. Roane County all over Lewis County at the moment. Another big third down opportunity for the Raider defense. Zielinski under center. 5-step drop, looking far side, pumps. He'll be pursued. Outside he goes with it. He'll launch it over onto the sideline, and that was a tremendous pass against his body. He worked over there towards the sideline, and I'm looking down. Is that Owen Hunt, the 6'3" wide receiver? It is Hunt. And Hunt almost made the catch along the sideline at the 50.
Yeah, Hunt got in just behind. Conrad was in front, and Epling over the top with the coverage. I thought Conrad was going to be able to make a play on that one, but like you said, nice pass from Zielinski to just get it in between the two defenders. Hunt just not able to haul it in.
So the big play on the sack by Christian Jarvis forces another punt. This one high, spiraling punt at the 50, takes another big hop for Lewis County inside Roane County territory down to the 33-yard line. So a couple of punts from Carter have been good, and they have limited the ability of Briar Begler to do any damage. On the punt return, 8:16 left here in the first half. Roane County leading 29-0, and they will start their fourth offensive possession at their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10, right to left they'll go from the near hash.
Just been outstanding at the line of scrimmage. Controlling that defensive line is Roane County. Opening up holes for the run game. Sprinkling in some really nice passing plays. Gets Roane County here. Big lead early.
Raiders going to the heavy package. Power I formation to the right. They'll give it to the fullback. Second man through is Delk. And once again, Delk picks up 4 or 5 yards on that first down carry. We'll give him 4 out to the 33, or the 40, sorry, the 37. I'll get it eventually, Matt. And in fact, it's the 38. So we'll give him 5.
Yeah, doing a good job staying ahead of the chains early on, getting positive yardage on first down, really set your offense up nicely.
Heavy left now. They'll give it third man through. That's Begler. Begler hit hard as he crosses the 40 out to the 42, near the first down. He'll be shy by about a yard. But I'm telling you, Matt White, it has been this offensive line for 3 straight games. If you're a running back for Roane County right now, you feel really good because you're not getting touched. Point of contact is at least 2 to 3 yards down the field almost every time.
We saw in that Lincoln County game, Begler and Delk both right near the century mark for rushing yards. So that just shows how dominant your offensive line has been.
Third down and 1. Second man through, that's Delk, and he'll fight forward. He's got plenty of yardage for the first down all the way out near midfield at the 48. And the chains will move, as will the clock here. 7:03 and rolling in the second quarter. Roane County leading 29-0. Took the opening possession, 7 plays to the end zone, and they have not looked back since. They are 3 for 3 so far on offensive possessions. They're also 1 for 1 on the pick 6 by Sean Conrad.
Hey, it's just been big plays abound. Sprinkle in that ground and pound attack that we're going to see again here in the heavy set.
Raiders being very deliberate on this possession, running a little bit of clock as well. Heavy package, give, third man through, and falling forward is Colton Paxton this time. Got tripped up at the midfield stripe. He'll move into Lewis County territory with about a 1 or 2 yard pickup, giving 2 there to the 49.
They give the guy a chance to carry the ball. He's done a great job blocking up front from the tight end spot and from the fullback position. So give a little love to one of your unsung heroes in this ball game.
Again, that big pickup on 4th and 4 on the second drive as well, deep in Lewis territory. Here's the pitch. Far side, Begler jitterbugging through some traffic. He'll pick up good yardage. He'll be hit hard again, but not before he picks up about 7 yards down inside the 45 to the 43.5 yard line. 42.5. They're going to move it back to the 43. Third down and 1.
Again, good lead blocking. That was Paxton leading the way, sealing that outside, giving Begler a lane to go up the middle. Good pickup.
Heavy package to the left. And they're just going to hand it off. That's Begler off tackle, cuts against the grain, picks up the first down. Stacked up there by the big man. That's number 66, Damian Wolf. But it doesn't matter if Wolf's tackling you 4 yards, 5 yards down the field after the first down's already picked up.
Yeah, it just shows you, again, the dominance of the offensive line, being able to get up to that second level untouched. You've got safeties and linebackers that are trying to make plays 4 or 5 yards down the field. Roane County's offense will take that all day, every day.
29-0. Roane County looking for more. 5:20 and rolling second quarter. They're inside the 40 to the 37. Here's the pitch outside. Here's Delk. The pitch pass. He's got Conrad wide open down the field at the 10, the 5. It's a foot race to the end zone, and Sean Conrad has scored. But we've got some yellow laundry back in the Raider backfield.
That's in the neighborhood of the dreaded hold.
Downfield. And that will be the first blemish of the game for one of the linemen. The first.
Well, like you said, when you're so used to just charging down the field and plowing into guys, when you're in pass protection like that, when it's a little bit of a run-pass option, you're just looking for somebody to hit.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the nearest guy was about 5 yards down the field. So back that one up 5, we'll replay it. But man, what a play.
I like the call at the right time, sprinkled in, and it worked well. But take the 6 off the board, move it back 5. It's 1st and 15 now. They'll go back to heavy package. And here it goes down to the outside, untouched to the 30, untouched to the 25, and finally touched it to 25. He'll get down to the 24 before it's all said and done, and the first down picked up anyway.
Again, great blocking on the left side of the offensive line. And again, downfield, that was Collins. He was about 10 yards down the field, blocking in the secondary, just paving the way as this Roane County offense is just really rolling right now.
Raider offense gashing the defense of Lewis County to the tune of 29 points. And again, looking for more with 4:40 and rolling here in the second quarter. This has been a methodical drive for the Raider offense. Back to heavy package, power eye to the right. And it's the third man through. That's Begler. He'll bounce it to the outside, inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. Give him 5 or 6 on that first down carry.
Again, that's Bush having to come up from the Lewis County secondary to make that tackle. You're 6 yards down the field, staying ahead of the sticks.
Give Begler 6 on that play. Second down and 4 for the Raiders, leading 29-0, 4:05. The clock continues to roll. This drive started with 7:40 left in the half.
Let it run, and then once that's done.
Raiders will move heavy package to the left. Greathouse under center, second man through. That'll be Delk again, fighting forward. He's got the first down. And I'll tell you what, the chain crew over there getting their workout in. They're getting their steps in today.
They're just moving up and down the field very quickly. Another first down for Roane County.
Just outside of the 10-yard line go the Raiders, leading 29-0, 3:35. The clock continues to roll. Raiders can pick up a first down just inside the 1. They'll spread Collins out to the far side by himself, and they'll stick the 3 backs in the backfield. This is a different version of the power I, and it's going to go to Colton Paxton to the outside. The lead blocker fighting forward just runs his knee through a defensive back at the 5-yard line and dives forward down to the 2. A 9-yard pickup. I mentioned that's not the normal setup for the heavy package. Normally Paxton is almost like a hybrid wing. That time he was lined up as just a lead back in the backfield.
It's kind of like a T formation almost, with the 3 backs, going, parallel to each other.
So the Raiders sniffing the end zone once again. 2:45 and counting, 29-0. Second and 1 from the 2. They're going to stick with what's working right now. Heavy package. And it's going to be Greathouse this time. He'll muscle forward, and he's untouched in the end zone. So Greathouse getting a piece of the action, but another flag comes flying in from the far side. It looks as if somebody was moving, Matt, in the backfield a little bit early, like leaning forward towards that.
Yeah, I think the backs were trying to get set because they knew it was going to be a sneak. They wanted to get there close and maybe try to give an extra push, but Greathouse, he saw an opening in that defense and just went just a little bit too soon and didn't allow everybody to get set.
He said he wanted in on the action too. So they'll back it up 5 yards to the 7 of Roane County. It'll be a second down and 6 now. 2:20 and counting. First half action, 29-0 Roane County. Back to the heavy package, power I to the right. Greathouse under center. He'll fake the give. He'll roll far side. He's got his man. Colton Paxton at the goal line. Beautifully designed, drawn up, and executed for another Roane County touchdown.
Again, they'll do that tight end delay pass. Paxton showed like he was going to block. Excellent ball fake there by Greathouse. And just getting Paxton leaking out into the right flat.
And Greathouse held it at the hip pocket. Nobody could see it.
Yeah, Raider offense really just having their way with Lewis County here early in this ball game. First half action.
Collins set to do the kicking. A low snap, but picked up nicely and drilled through the uprights. Everything going right for Roane County. 2:07 left in the half. They now lead 36-0. 30-second timeout. You're listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
Conrad on the PAT.
No, Collins.
Collins. Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Good job on the hold. That ball skipped to him.
Yeah.
It was a lane right.
2:07 remaining first half action. All Roane County right now 36-0. Boots Blosser, another solid drive for the Raiders.
Yeah, 11 plays, 4 first downs, 67 yards, 6 minutes off the clock. Colton Paxton catches a little pass from Greathouse from 7 yards out, and it was Collins on the PAT this time. Successful.
And Collins, thank Lane Epling. That was a one-hopper to Epling. And Epling's a catcher. He knows how to do stuff
That's exactly
like that.
what I was going to say. It looked like Epling behind the plate.
Collins does not get a hold of this one. That one is muffed over to the 40-yard line, taken by a second-level kick returner. That's Bush over there. And so it'll be great field position for Lewis County here with the final 2 minutes of the game remaining. The half. It's been 17 days since we broadcast, Matt White. I'm back in preseason mode.
Hey, a lot of times we'll take putting 36 up in a ball game. 36 in the first half for Roane County rolling.
So the Raider defense will have to defend half of the field for the final 2:01 of the first half. 1st and 10 out at the 48 of Lewis County. Zielinski into the shotgun. Receivers everywhere. He'll hand it off, though, and he will be wrapped up immediately. For Roane County, Colton Paxton, the Mike linebacker, just coming in and making another big play for the Raiders. No gain on the carry by number 22, Johan Clem. Clock will roll, 1:40 and counting, 36-0 Roane County.
I would be really wondering what the yardage total is going to be at halftime.
Hand off again, off tackle, flags come flying in. And the Raiders will give up about 3 yards into Raider territory. We'll wait on the whistle. False start looks like it's the preliminary indication on the Minutemen. So that will take away the 3 yards. The question is, does Coach Burdett want to take the penalty or decline it, and it'll be 3rd down? And he will take the penalty here. 1:21 remaining in the first half, and it's a 2nd down and 15 now for Lewis County inside that 45 at the 42.5-yard line. Clock will roll. 36-0 Raiders. Zielinski under center, back split in the backfield. Snap back, here's the give, here's a pitch pass opportunity, and it will instead be Caton keeping it himself, and he got nothing. Wave after wave, you see Hanley Mounts down there, Skylar Dilk.
Mounts got first contact, Dilk coming in, cleaning that play up.
Well, Mounts came in relief of Begler, if you remember, in that St. Mary's game and made a couple of really big plays. He played a ton in the Lincoln County game defensively, and he had a tremendous game there.
A couple young guys there on the left side of that defensive line. It's Harper and Noah Jett.
There you see the freshman Shea Harper, freshman Noah Jett in the ball game defensively. 3rd down and 15. Here's a give to the outside to the big man. That's Carter. Carter fighting for yardage. He'll jump over the midfield stripe, and that'll be 4th down, and we'll call it about 6 with 20 seconds left. Lewis County may have time for one more play here on offense. 36-0 Raiders. The question is, will the Minutemen just concede this half?
It's looking that way.
Zielinski is all the way over at the sideline right now. The question is, will they run a play? Will they call a timeout here? And they will not. Lewis County content to get out of the half. And it was all Roane County. They said they had something to prove. And so far, so good for the Maroon and White Raiders. 36-0 at the half. Take a break for our sponsors. Come back, recap the first half, give you some stats after these messages. Six, please. That is and TJ Metzger. Remember when I used to tell people so much about my life and the third down and second was
These are plays. Okay?
Yeah.
There's over 100 different sets of plays right there. I think we ran 5 different ones. Yeah, it's been pretty, we literally spent hours. We figured out where they were slanting, right? How they were slanting.
Yeah. No, just leave it alone.
Yeah, where they were slanting, right? We're doing the exact opposite. So we spent all that time spinning the exact opposite. They're missing their 3 overhand guys, or 2 overhand guys. I think they're betting in the minute. But it's good stuff. Keep it straight. Getting some eyes. Light on, boots? Light on?
Sure, why not?
See what you're doing? That's a little bit like very long. That'll do it. That was nice.
Well, I'll give you a teaser. It's a lot of yards to very few. Yeah.
Your defense was playing pretty damn good.
They are swarming like they are angry at the world.
I run now. Because it's making sure I'm trying for exercise.
2 first downs for them.
Is this the homecoming club? Okay, nobody's over to the side. I'd like to introduce the RCHS homecoming club for 2021. The freshman representative is Paige Blossom. She is playing in the volleyball game this evening. She's the daughter of Stephanie Gibson and Chris Blossom from Spencer, West Virginia. And Carrie Grace Thurman, the daughter of Shane and Jennifer Thurman from Walton, West Virginia. The softball representatives are Melissa Roberts, daughter of Casey and Jay Gibson from Spencer, West Virginia, and Libby Strickland, daughter of Jeremy and Sarah Strickland from Walton, West Virginia. The junior representative is Olivia Freeland. She's also playing in the volleyball game tonight. She's the daughter of Tina Freeland and James Freeland of Spencer, West Virginia. Also, Ellie Sayer. She's the daughter of Christopher and Valerie Sayer of Lindenville, West Virginia. The senior representatives are Mason Burnett. She's the daughter of Paul and Angie Burnett of Spencer, West Virginia. And Caitlin Jarvis, the daughter of Robert Jarvis of Spencer, West Virginia. And your RCHS homecoming queen is Tyler Williams, daughter of Darren and Esther Williams from Spencer, West Virginia. Your RCHS 2021 homecoming queen. Now please make up in the 2021 Roane Co Leader Marching Band.
Drew. 30. He's back. Oh, he's back? Okay. Hold on 1 second.
You don't give me the info, right? I know, but I didn't know where it was.
Where we at, George?
I didn't know what it was.
17 seconds.
Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome you back to the half here on Monday Night Football here at Roane County High School and County Stadium. It is all Raiders. So far in the first half, they lead it over Lewis County 36-0. I go right back to the pregame interview with head football coach Paul Burdett, where he said these guys said that they had something to prove tonight. And Matt White, I would say so far the proof is in the results. They were perfect offensively. They were 5 for 5 on drives. They added a touchdown defensively on a pick 6. They started out hot with the possession and the drive all on the ground. That set the stage for the rest of the first half. We talked to assistant coach Cody May on the way out the door, and he's like, hey, we got 100 plus plays. We ran 5. And it's really, again, you harken back to the offensive line. They are dominant right now. They were dominant a couple of weeks ago. They were dominant in the victory over St. Mary's. What we thought might be a question mark coming into the season has become the strength of this team.
Yeah, I mean, that's just flat out how it's been this year. You don't have to get cute whenever you can line up and just punch somebody in the mouth. And that's exactly what the Raider offensive line, the tight ends, the receivers down the field, the fullbacks, everybody, they're just hitting Lewis County's defense with a full head of steam. Guys are just picking up massive chunks of yardage. I was, questioning what the total yardage was going to be. Boots gave me a sneak peek. He said a whole lot to a whole lot less. That's a testament to your defense as well. The defense has really kept us in all of these games this year. We saw it at St. Mary's. That was a hard-fought 6-0 battle. That's a defensive struggle, an offensive line, a battle for the line of scrimmage that Roane County was able to be victorious with. The unfortunate circumstances with, the Lincoln County game were ball control. Had nothing to do with the blocking, had nothing to do with the defense. It was just miscues on offense with the, with ball handling. We've had very few penalties in this ball game so far. It's been a very cleanly played game on both sides. Both teams doing a great job minimizing the penalties. The one did take away a touchdown. There was a really cool gimmick play that the pitch passed from Delk to Conrad that was off or not on that one. But other than that, this has been such a cleanly played game. The line's playing fantastic. Defense is flying all over the place. And it's just been a dominant game here in the first half for Roane County, up 36-0 here at the half.
We often say that there are two halves in a ball game, so the last thing you want to do is get complacent if you're Roane County. If things are still going well in the second half, then you adjust to the game situation at that point. But if you're Roane County and you're in the halftime locker room, you've got to guard against complacency and guard against kind of that little bit of a mental let-up.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that fire.
Yeah, you got to keep that fire going and keep the momentum rolling and really just stamp this thing if you can early in that second half. If you can do that, then you get a chance to let some of these other guys filter into the ball game, but you can't even think about that right now.
No, absolutely not. The guys that are out there, you got to keep the momentum going. Don't, like you said, it's not so much getting complacent. If you've got 5 plays that are working, keep running those 5 plays. Don't worry about it. If it gets late in the ball game, if you get into the fourth quarter and you put a couple more scores up, okay, then let's talk about running some things that you just want to try and just see if they'll work. Maybe for future reference, but everything has been working so far that Roane County has run. We have seen a few, these are variations of those sets. A couple of different heavy packaged looks. Those are minimal changes. Instead of having two backs up front, you put them all three in like a T formation and just see if that's something that'll work. But it did. It went for positive yardage. You're looking for stuff down the field, but you're recognizing where the soft spot of the defense is. Like you said, we were talking to Cody May, and he said, Lewis is missing a couple of the hanging linebackers that we thought we would see in this ball game. We haven't seen Parker, number 6. He was a kind of a bigger influence on the ball games early in the year, but you got to go out there with what you've got, and Roane County has done that to near perfection here in this first half.
36-0 is your score at the half. Boots, Gloucester, excited to hear about this one.
Well, I'm excited to give you the stats, no doubt, today. Let's start with the Roane County rushing attack. Led by Skylar Delk, 13 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. Briar Begler, 12 carries for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shadrach Greathouse, 3 carries for 43 yards, and Colton Paxton, 2 for 11. Shadrach was 3 for 5 passing for 33 yards and a touchdown. The receivers, Colton Paxton, led the way with 2 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. Lane Epling caught 1 pass for 8 yards, and he did have 2 targets there. The time of possession for the offense was 14 minutes. They picked up 13 first downs. Did not turn the ball over. They did get 3 penalties for 25 yards. And let's see if I can't find a lot of defensive stats here. Let's see, Sean Conrad with the pick 6. Ethan Collins had 2 tackles and a fumble recovery. Ori May had 3 tackles and a sack. Colton Paxton, 3 tackles and a sack. Christian Jarvis had 2 tackles and a sack. And the offensive totals for Roane County, 30 rushes, 211 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Passing 3 of 5 for 33 yards and a touchdown, for a total of 35 offensive plays and 244 yards. We'll switch to the Lincoln County Minutemen here real quick.
Lewis County.
I told you. What did I tell you?
You knew it was coming.
I said at least once.
At least I'm not the only one.
At least once. Okay. Lewis County. I wrote it down, and that's a bad thing. I wrote it down. All right. Their rushing attack was led by Drew Caton, 6 carries for 17 yards. Braden Carter, 3 carries for 15 yards. Zielinski had lost 19 yards on 3 sacks. The massive passing attack by Zielinski was 1 of 2 for 3 yards. The lone catch went to Zach James for 3 yards. Their defense was led by Braden Carter. Hang on it. Terrible writing. Carter. Terrible writing on my part. Braden Carter and Trenton Bush had 6 tackles. Their offense possessed the ball for 10 minutes, turned it over twice. They did have 1 penalty for 5 yards. They only got 2 offensive first downs, and their offensive totals, 14 rushes for 20 yards, 1 of 2 passing for 3 yards, for a total of 16 offensive plays for a whopping 23 yards.
And that is the story of the first half. A dominant statistical first half for offense and defense as well. 36-0, but again, there's a whole half to play. We saw that a couple weeks ago. Roane County was a different team coming out of the second half locker room against Lincoln County. Be prepared that Lewis County may be the same way. Roane County better be the same way as they started this ball game. If they can, Roane County could cruise here, but we've got to wait and see if that's going to happen. More pregame coaches, the marching band out on the field with their halftime show. It's 36-0 here at County Stadium on this Monday night. We'll come back. We might actually check some scores around the state from last Friday night. Interesting to Roane County's future opponents when we come back. You're listening to Roane County High School Football on WVRC 104.7 FM. give us 5, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Put on an applause for the 2021 Roane Co marching band.
Okay.
he said that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe he only. They believe it. Should keep letting me go.
We welcome you back to County Stadium on this Monday night. First half was very dominant for the Raider offense and defense, 36-0 over the Lewis County Minutemen. Minutemen will get possession to begin the second half, though. And again, Roane County cannot afford to let up at all to begin this second half. We got a few minutes here with the 3 minutes put back on the clock. While we've got that time, we'd like to go back to last Friday and Saturday to check some scores around the state of some interest to Roane County, future or past opponents.
Yeah, we saw Lincoln County picking up the win number 3 on the year. 3-1 now on the season. They beat Oak Hill 44-41. Next week's Friday night, hopefully opponent, Ripley, they fell to Marietta 34-14. Now 1-3 on the season is the Vikings. Clay County picking up a big win, 18-7 over Sissonville. Clay County moves to 2-0 now on the year. Braxton County, me and Coach Bennett watched a little bit of that one on Braxton Live Friday night. Toward the end, heartbreaker for Braxton. They had a shot toward the end, make a drive, picked off by East Fairmont. East Fairmont survives 24-20 now. Braxton County 1-3 on the year. St. Mary's fell to a dominant Ritchie County program, 36-7. St. Mary's now 1-2 on the season. The single A game of the week, it was number 9 Buffalo. That's the Saturday's opponent against number 10 Williamstown. Williamstown dominant 49-6 in that ball game. Buffalo moves to 1-1 now on the year. And Ravenswood falling to Work County 24-14. That score. Work County, they're now 3-1 in the year. Ravenswood still searching for their first win.
Well, so congratulations to Coach Hickman and his Fighting Hickman squad over there at Work County. Coach Hickman actually in attendance here tonight. Former head coach at Work County, came over here for a couple years to be on staff with Coach Burdett. And again, we always root for them as long as we're not playing in the regular season. Right. We'll root for Coach Hickman and his crew. And again, he's got Work County rolling again against a future Roane County opponent. 36-0 is your score. Roane County will do the kicking here to begin the second half of play. Collins will sail it from right to left off of his right foot, back deep to receive. Once again, Drew Caton and Owen Accord. Again, Raiders cannot afford to have any let up here in the second half. You got to keep the pedal on the metal. Collins approaches, leg into it, low line drive shot that lands at the 25. Caton straight up the gut with it, takes it far side, gets out to the 40-yard line, spins off a tackle to the 45, and pushing out to the 47-yard line. A strong return of 22 yards for Drew Caton.
Yeah, that was a tough run. Finally brought down. Was Hanley Mounts able to wrangle Caton to the ground. Good field position here for Lewis County. Let's see. Roane County's defense was able to keep up that dominant performance that they had in the first half.
On that play, Sean Conrad slow to get up. He was fighting some cramps in that first half, so he'll check out immediately to begin the first series defensively for the Raiders. Out near midfield at the 46 officially of Lewis County. Zielinski goes under center. Double wing formation. Here's a give up the middle and a really hard contact play between the big bruising running back Braden Clark and a Roane County defender.
That was that was Mounts stepping up in the hole. Took the brunt of that one, but did not let go and give Carter any room to maneuver.
4-yard gain out to midfield. Second down and 6. Left to right go the Minutemen here. Beginning of the second half. Double wing formation again. Zielinski going to hand it off tackle and locked up the line of scrimmage, but pushing forward for a couple of yards. Here's the running back Carter once again, as it looks as if Lewis County is going to go to this power, old school, hard-nosed football that Roane County showed them in the first half. 36-0 Raiders as we begin this second half. Call it a third down and 4 in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Zielinski going to fake the give. He'll roll to the near side, pressured. He'll throw it out there, and Not anywhere near his intended target there. Drew Caton. Great house with good coverage on the play.
Yeah, good pressure, forcing that errant throw. Willie May came off the left side and was in Zielinski's face. Made him throw that one just a little bit long, a little bit short, out of the reach of his intended target.
All right, we'll bring up a 4th down situation in Roane County territory. Now, we saw in that Elkins film, we saw one time the quarterback Zielinski line up and then Pooch punt it. Looks like they're going to go for it. Yeah, he's under center. Here's the pitch to the near side, and lots of pressure out there, and Delk will not let go of Caton. He held him up just long enough for his posse to get there, and 6 Raiders combined to finally make the tackle, but that was all Skylar Delk's strength of hand.
Yeah, Delk read that pitch play perfectly. You got quick pursuit on the running back, got a hand on him. Thought he was going to be able to get him to the ground, but the back showed really good strength there to stay on his feet. But we talk about wave tackling, and that was a monsoon.
Defense holds early, 3 and out here to start the second half. 36-0 Roane County. They'll start deep in Lewis County territory at the 41-yard line, right to left. Go the Raider attack. Send Conrad out to the far side of the field. Back split of the backfield, Collins on the wing to the right. They'll fake the give up the middle, and they'll give it to Collins, and Collins got room to run down to the 30, cuts it to the outside of the 25, wrangled out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and once again, Collins, he's a bit diminutive. He got underneath and behind those big boys who were all the way up the field blocking. You see Colton Paxton, you see Christian Jarvis up there, a bunch of linemen just running down the field.
Yeah, Toby Coburn getting out there, getting some hustle, getting a good block, sealing that left side. And just everything really clicking here for Roane County in this ball game so far.
We'll call that a 12-yard pickup for Collins. First down inside the 25. Scissors play. Up the middle goes Begler. He'll pick up big yardage. And you see another lineman go flying down the field. That's the center, Matthew Schaefer. 6-yard pickup on first down. Brings up 2nd down and 4. As we're getting some help from the fans in front of us. It's been wet out here. Our new side is looking not very good. Here's a pitch rounding in from Ethan Collins, and he's got lead blocking up there, and Collins is going to make it right into the end zone, and he's in. I was following Landon White the entire trip. Landon White was out there lead blocking, and I was wondering, was Collins going to catch him? Was he going to stay behind him? And someone pushed Landon White into the end zone. He's got to get some credit for that touchdown, right?
Absolutely. I mean, if Landon could have taken the handoff on his pull and probably been in the end zone just the same as Collins. It was just a dominant play there from Roane County.
So the pedal stays down on the middle like we were hoping, 42-0. Roane County leading it. It'll be Collins to do the extra point kicking after the touchdown. Epling has done a good job holding. Good snap. Hold is down. The kick is up. It's not the prettiest one, but they don't ask you how. They ask you, did it go through as it does. 43-0, Roane County. 30-second break. We'll be back.
Coach, you're going to hate your life whenever it gets to JV time.
No. I'm going to go home time. Running clock, baby.
Trying to keep up with 8 different people coming in, running the ball.
Defense holds 3 and out to begin the second half. Boots Blosser offense does their job yet again. They stay perfect.
Yeah, quick strike, 45 seconds, 3 plays, 1 first down, 45 yards on the drive. Collins takes a sweep around the end for 17 yards, and then the PAT by Collins was successful.
Ethan will do the kicking. He'll pooch this one high into the air, near side 30-yard line, taken by Caton. He's got pressure. He breaks 1, breaks 2 tackles, but he will not break the third wave. At the 38-yard line, they just continued to roll in once again for Roane County. Hanley Mounts at the point of attack.
It was 25. It was 25.
Oh, for Roane County?
Clay Walker.
Clay Walker in there.
Walker in there on the tackle. Him and Albright.
So we first down and 10, left to right, with Lewis County travel continuing this third quarter. Roane County now leading 43-0 at the 9:41 mark. Ball spotted on the near side hash, 39-yard line. Receiver to both sides of the formation, double wings, and a shotgun for Zielinski. Snap is back. He'll give it off tackle Carter, and Carter will just be fighting forward, pushing forward for yardage. Initial start there for Roane County made. Lakin Drennan, Cowboy they call it, gets up excited about some varsity action here, and we're going to be seeing some of these JV guys filtered in. You see Drennan in there as well as Noah Jett already. We've already seen Shea Harper in a little bit for the Raider defense. It's a good opportunity for these guys to get some time on the field here. Roane County leads it big, 43-0. Second down and 4 out the 45-yard line. Zielinski has receivers everywhere. He'll hand it off, though. Carter, he's wrapped up. He'll push forward near the yard to reach. He's down about a yard shy of the yard to reach at the 49. They'll spot it at the 47.5-yard line. They'll bring up third down and short for Lewis County.
Another tough run for Carter. It's been a hard day for him being able to get anything going. It's a big, strong back for Lewis County. This is a young team. They've only got just a handful of seniors, a lot of juniors and sophomores contributors for this ball club.
Absolutely. The future looks bright for the Minutemen. Double wing set. Back in the backfield. Man in motion across near side. Zielinski hands it off to Carter again. Locked up near the yard to reach. I think he'll push forward. Near side official has him maybe right at it.
I think he's going to get enough forward progress to...
Yeah, they're calling first down. Carter just got into the massive humanity that was Roane County's interior line. Last person to jump off there was Delk. And officials timeout. The officials, both side judges said to move the chains, so I don't think that's the problem, Matt White. There may be somebody with an issue.
I think it's an equipment issue with
Carter's got something going on with his helmet, so he'll have to check out of the ball game. Tough running for that young man, though, in the first couple of offensive series for the Minutemen here in the second half. 8-11 is where we stand on a rolling third quarter clock. Raiders 3 and out defensively for the defense. Roane County scored quickly. They lead at 43-0. First and 10 at the 49 of Lewis County. Back split in the backfield. Here's a snap. It's low. It goes right through the wickets of Zielinski. His running back, though, Johnny on the spot. Johan Clem dives on it. It'll be a loss, though, of 4. Get on the spot. Clem jumped on it at the 45 of the Minutemen. It'll be second down and 14 from that spot. Lewis County moving left to right across your radio dials. Does anybody even use radio dials anymore?
Yeah, most of them are digital, I believe.
This is true.
It's a plus and minus button, maybe.
So from plus to minus on your radio. There's a handoff. Caden looking for room to run. He doesn't have any, and he was locked up again. A bunch of Raiders right there on him. See the first one to jump off. That's Colton Albright, who was grabbing and dragged.
Albright did a good job getting him around the waist. Not letting go, keeping him upright. I believe that was Drennan in there again as well, hoping to clean that one up.
Good to see these younger guys getting some time here on the field. Third down and 11. The ball spotted at the 47-yard line of Lewis County, 6:45 and counting. 43-0, Roane County leading. Double wing set for the Minutemen. Zielinski looks to pass. 3-step drop. Flushed outside of the pocket. He'll launch one down the field. That's way short. That's going to be picked off again. And is that Conrad for the second time? It is. Sean Conrad has picked off 2 passes from Zielinski. One of them went to the house. That one was severely underthrown.
Man down for Lewis County. It's Caton, the wingback. Looks like just cramps, I believe. It's
been very humid throughout last week and into the early part of today. Although it wasn't nearly as hot as it was last week, it's been humid, and even into the night it is. So these guys are dealing with these cramps. We saw Conrad have some problems with them early in the first half. 6:31 on a stopped third quarter clock. Roane County has turned Lewis County over again. 43-0 is your score, and they are just trying to work out the situation with Drew Caton, the sophomore, right now.
Yeah, everything just going Roane County's way here in this ball game. Good pressure again by the defensive front, making Zielinski throw that one off of his back foot. Just couldn't get enough of it. Conrad again, another interception for him. Just been a dominant performance here from Roane County.
I imagine now you start to think about, okay, so with 6:30 left in the game, you leave your offense in. You maybe filter a guy or two in, but you try to leave your offense in for maybe one more series, especially if it ends up in points.
Yeah, if you get a score on this one, then maybe it's time to, start filtering a few more of your guys in, your younger guys. Get them some time. We'll get the rolling clock here late in the game as well. If the score stands as it is, good to see Caton back up.
Yeah, they're just dealing with that right leg cramp.
He just walking like a little stiff-legged. Everybody knows how those cramps are. They're debilitating for the moment.
Yes, they are. So Roane County will have possession off of the turnover, the second pick of the game by Sean Conrad. It'll be 1st and 10 Roane County at the Raider 32-yard line. Right to left they go on the far side hash. With 6:31 remaining in the third quarter, Roane County up big, 43-0. You already see a couple of different numbers in there on offense now. Ori May, Russell May, those guys in the 2 deep chart that we got. I want to thank Coach Peary for our depth chart here. He's got our 2 deep, and May and May. Ori and Russell are both second-tier guys. Here's a handoff to Shea Harper, who is a second-tier guy as well, the freshman. And we know how high the coaching staff is on this young man. This freshman year has been a learning year for him, an experience year, and I'm telling you what, the future, wait for it. Going to be good. Harper goes straight up the middle for 10-plus and a first down. Call it 12 on the first tote of that young man's varsity time at Roane County High School. Second handoff. It'll go to Harper again. Straight off tackle. He'll push forward for 7 out near midfield. How about that first start? 20 yards. First 2 carries. Now Christian Jarvis will check out. In comes Lakin Drennan. So the Raiders not wasting any time out like they're filtering him in right now in this drive. 43-0 Roane County. Clock rolling, under 6 minutes left in the third. Greathouse will stay under center. This time the give will go to Begler. And he will pick up the necessary first down yardage. Needed 4, got 6. Inside of Lewis County territory, the Raiders will just continue to churn the clock and continue to churn up the grass here. I hope they don't do too much to it, Matt. This field is as pristine as it's ever been in the history of Roane County High School.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to do too much damage. It really has been well taken care of over the last year.
Back split in the eye. Here's the give. Harper off tackle, fighting forward, breaking the tackle, pushing forward. He got 6 out of nothing really there, Matt White. And I'm telling you what, again, just a freshman, but he's got strength in those legs and power in those legs, and he turned nothing into 6.
Yeah, he was hit almost as soon as he got the ball, but able to squirt through the offensive line that, again, is doing a great job. We see some more guys coming in on that O-line. You got Noah Jed in there now. Like you said, Drennan coming in. Still a couple of the starters, but really a lot of backups right now.
Russell May in motion around. He'll take the pitch to the near side. He's got lead blocking inside the 35. He'll squirt through at the 30 and down to the 25 goes May. Great lead blocking by Begler, Harper, and the pulling guard there, which I believe still was Bunner.
Yeah, Bunner's still in the ball game. That guy only a sophomore there. And of course,
Russell May showing a little bit of speed to burn there.
Yeah, Russ has some wheels. He wanted to try to make the most out of his opportunities here in this ball game.
Out of bounds, stops the clock, 4:33, 43-0 Roane County. Harper and Begler split in the backfield. Under center goes Greathouse. The give, Harper off tackle, fighting forward, and he'll pick up a nice couple of yards. You know, we were joking with his dad, Bart, a couple of times, and he was like, he always wants to score because that's all he did in midget league and middle school. He scored all the time on every play, and so having to learn how to get 3-4 yards and enjoy that has been a transition for the young man.
Yeah, it's almost like you go to like a baseball analogy. You got to hit a couple singles.
You can't hit
home runs every single time. You gotta just put one in play. And if it means put your head down and push forward, we know Shea's got the strength for that. He's got a great build for a freshman. Goes about 5'10", 5'11", runs about 180. That's a really good size coming into varsity action.
4 yards on first. Here's second down. The carry and the kick to the outside. There goes Skylar Delk. One more time to the end zone. Just a couple of shifty cuts to the outside, and he was untouched into the end zone from 22 yards out. And Roane County strikes again. They remain perfect offensively. It is now 49-0 with 3:41 left in the third quarter. Raiders looking to hit the half-century mark here off the foot of Ethan Collins.
And again, it starts up front, that offensive line, even with 3-4 backups in, really doing a great job getting out in front of the running backs and giving them a lane.
Epling will hold. It's a good snap. It's put down cleanly, and Epling, I think he might have snap hooked that one.
That's a good distance on it, though.
The first wrinkle for Collins, who was perfect before that kick. 3:41 left in the third quarter. All Roane County 49-0. 30 seconds. We'll be back.
Clock.
.341 remaining in the third quarter. The Raider offense remains perfect. Joe Blosser.
8 plays, 68 yards, 2:45 off the clock, 3 first downs. Skylar Delk picks the ball 21 yards for the touchdown, and Collins missed the PAT.
So it will be Collins once again to do the kicking from right to left at the 40-yard line. Got a new jersey back there. Grant Accord is on the near side deep, and Owen Accord is on the far side deep. Collins gets a foot into it, high, shallow kick, lands at the 35-yard line, dropped by the up man, and then dove on by Accord. And that is where Lewis County will begin this possession. 3:39 left here in quarter number 3, and Roane County's going to go ahead and call a timeout now. What that means, the Dogs are officially called off. They're going to bring in the entirety of subs here, so we're going to see a lot of these youngsters, these freshmen and sophomores, some juniors that we've really been high on. We know that these kids have played a lot of football in their life already, and they're going to get an opportunity here on the big stage on Monday night. Now, they're used to playing on Monday nights, well, once, but
usually it's not under the brightest of lights.
Yeah.
Like the normal Friday night atmosphere.
Let's just say the crowd is slightly dimmed.
JV games are just a little bit different
Oh, you and I enjoy it. Oh, we love them. We get to go do chain crew for JV games here. We enjoy it. So the Raiders will get some fresh jerseys in to the ball game. .339 left in the third quarter. Again, as Matt White said, when we get to the fourth quarter, it will be a running clock. 49-0. You see Coach Matt Peary, the offensive line coach. I tell you what, that guy has got to be feeling pretty good about his boys right now. These linemen have done a tremendous job for 3 straight games. So the Raiders will filter in their backups. Get to call some new names here. Zelensky still in at QB for Lewis County. Back split in the backfield. Scissors misdirection play to Caton. To the outside he will go. Caton lowers the boom. And how about this? Chad Flea Blosser. Flearoy, we like to call him, 120 pounds soaking wet, and he got the better of that one. He went low.
That's what you got to do when you're giving up that kind of size and strength. You chop the trees down at the base. You don't go for the tops.
And that's what he did. The cornerback for Roane County, Chad Blosser, with the first tackle. 10-yard gain, first down, out to the 46. 3:30 and rolling here. Third quarter action. Roane County leading big, 49-0. Zelensky going to hand it off near side. Looking for running room. Here's Bush. He won't get it, and he is wrapped up quickly and tackled quickly. Roane County's Jed Painter there on the stop.
Jed, good pursuit on that one, coming from his middle linebacker, outside linebacker spot. Great job not giving up on that play.
Yeah, Painter's got some good eyes. That's why he is that good outside backer. Made a nice tackle as well on Bush. Second down and 7. Here is a handoff and nowhere to go for Caton Jett, as Noah Jett gobbles him up in the backfield before he got anywhere. Jett, the defensive tackle there. And Lewis County will burn a timeout. 2:41 left in the third. All Roane County 49-0. 30-second break. We'll be back. 2:41 remaining in the third quarter. Roane County up big, 49-0. They have filtered in their JV unit on defense, and nothing has changed, Matt White. I guess the varsity of Lewis County, the JV, eating some lunch here.
Yeah, JV unit coming in showing that they belong in the big lights of your normal Friday night. This is on a Monday night football here in Roane County. Just a great performance all around. Offensive line, defense as a whole. This is going to make my job giving out a player of the game miserable.
Handoff into the backfield, and once again, fighting through quickly into the backfield is another Raider second unit guy, and that is, second unit, that's Matthew Schaefer in there. He is the starting center, but he's a second unit guy on defense. And Schaefer gobbling up running backs as well. That will back it up another 5 yards. It'll be 4th down and 15 with 2:14 and rolling left here in the third quarter. 49-0 all Roane County.
Yeah, just even with starters still in, the JV guys really just doing a great job.
Misdirection, scissors play, and that was gobbled up again from the start. The Raider front not fooled one bit. We saw Jett in there once again.
It was like Schaefer got first contact, and then Jett came in to clean it up.
Chase McIntyre in there assisting on the tackle. The Raider defense holds. So Roane County's second unit offense going to get an opportunity here. Raiders will call timeout just to make sure they've got every duck in the row. Got to make sure that all the guys know who's in, where they're at, so we don't get too confused here.
Yeah, when you're trying to get, as many guys in and get them some playing time as you can, in a situation like this, dominant performance by Roane County, 49-0. You just want to make sure that those younger guys understand the situation. Like you said, know your substitutions, who's in, who's out. When you're filtering guys in quickly, it can get a little bit hectic, a little bit confusing. So, smart play here. You know you're going to have the running clock, through the entirety of the fourth quarter. So, you can't take those timeouts home with you, so you might as well use them up now, make sure these guys can get in, get lined up, know where they need to be.
So JV offense coming in for Roane County. You see some new, fresh jerseys mixed in for Lewis County. They got some starters still in, but they're trying to filter in their JV guys as best they can. Tyson Pinna will run the QB set for Roane County. Quick handoff there. It goes, I believe that is Chase McIntyre with the first carry. It is Chase. He'll fight forward for about a yard.
Tackle there on the outside. That was Liam Jeffries.
Got Lakin Drennan at center right now. He and Penna working as one unit. McIntyre in the backfield. He'll take the handoff off tackle, fighting forward. He's another young man as a freshman that this coaching staff is very excited about. He's actually in the two deep defensively for the Raiders.
It really has a lot of speed and a lot of athleticism. Does McIntyre. We get Clay Walker coming in now for Roane County.
1 minute remaining on the rolling third quarter clock. 49-0 Roane County. They had something to prove tonight. They did. Penna will go under center, back split in the backfield. Snap back, here's the give. Off tackle, fighting forward, and that is Harper. Harper jitterbugging in some traffic. He'll pick up the necessary first down yardage. And Harper starting to turn up some yardage with that first unit first, and now with his JV guys.
Yeah, Harper looking to make the most out of his opportunities here.
Raiders will have to run one more play here in the third quarter, down to 33. 20 seconds on the play clock. Backs will be split still in the backfield. Penna under center. He'll pitch it out to Harper. Harper's going to look to throw. Nope, he's going to look to reverse course, break free. He's got room to run now. He just needs some help out there. 20-yard line down to the 16. He'll be launching there on the sideline by a couple of defenders for Lewis County, but that was one of those oh no moments. Harper looked and saw nothing but white jerseys, turned around and said, I'll outrun you to the near side. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. Roane County leads a big 49-0. We'll have a running clock here for the rest of the fourth quarter. 60-second break. We'll be back. Here on Monday Night Football at County Stadium. All Roane County over Lewis County had something to prove, and they have. 49-0 JV unit in, and the JV unit is driving right now. They've got a second down and 1 at the 16 of Lewis County. Here's a handoff to Harper, looking for room to run. He'll fight forward. He might pick up the first down. He was right near that 15-yard mark. We will wait and see where it is officially spotted. And the referee says first down. So the chains will continue to move. And again, Roane County has been perfect tonight. They have not failed on any offensive possession. They scored on every single one of them. They're looking for the JV unit to do so as well, and somebody to get their first touchdown as a varsity player. Here's Harper off tackle again, rolled up after a yard. Bring up second down and 9 just inside the Lewis County 15 at the 14 of the Minutemen.
There's Bush again for Lewis County. That's his 10th tackle of the ball game.
Clock will continue to roll in this quarter. It is a running clock with a 35-point or more lead. Roane County leading 49-0. Raiders content to just run some clock here. They'll snap it around the 5-second mark. Penna goes under center, back split in the backfield. Harper and McIntyre. This will be McIntyre off tackle. Boy, and a big guy got here for that one.
Yeah, that was
number 73.
Is Jason Jenkins, the sophomore, 6'3", 290 pounds.
Yikes. And he's not the big one. The big one is Clinton Line, 6'3", 375.
Not even the second biggest.
Whew. No gain. In fact, a loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10. Ball resting at the Lewis County 15-yard line. Penna still over on the sideline with the coaches. And he's being coached right now again by his dad, assistant coach John Penna, our former compadre up here. He is the head coach of the JV unit. Penna goes under center, back split in the eye. Sam Elmore over far side split. Penna's going to hand it off. Here's McIntyre straight up the gut. Big open hole there created by the front line, and McIntyre was untouched down inside the 10, finally got tripped up at the 8. It will bring up 4th down, though, and they'll need about 3. Got to get it to the 5-yard line. We'll call it 4th and 3. 9:20 and rolling here in the final quarter of the game. It's all Roane County 49-0.
It's just really been, a dominant ball game from start to finish. Raiders came out firing on all cylinders, just heavy package, run the ball down your throat, minimal play calling. You don't have to get cute, when 5 plays are working just fine.
They filtered a couple of those interesting plays in as they needed to, and that's it. Other than that, it was just rock'em sock'em robots. Here's 4th down and 3. Penna under center, hands it off. Harper cuts off tackle. He's got the first down, fighting for the touchdown. He'll be just shy of it. He had great lead blocking in front. Harper picks up the necessary 3 and then some more. It'll be 1st and goal for the Raider JV team here at the 3-yard line.
See if these young guys can punch one in.
1st and goal from the 3, 8:20 and rolling. Final quarter, 49-0 Roane County.
When the JV gets in there, they've got something to prove as well.
Absolutely.
They want to prove themselves worthy of Friday night football, or in this case, Monday night.
1st and goal from the 3. Penna goes under center. Back split in the backfield. Here's Harper off tackle. Fighting forward. He'll jump in, and a late call from the far side judge as Shea Harper, the freshman, his first of hopefully many touchdowns at the varsity level for Roane County. The JV just continues what the varsity started.
Like I said, just a great off tackle on that left side. Nothing that you can do about it. If you're Lewis County, you got Jet over there on the left side. And who else is that?
You got Braden Stevens over there. Jet.
Okay. It's great blocking on that left side on that touchdown run.
Here's Penna. Quarterback sneak opportunity, and he will be bottled up, so the 2-point conversion is no good, but the Raider JV continue the streak. The offense have been perfect all night long. 7:54 left in the game, 55-0, 30-second break. We'll be back. Raiders second team units, JV units, freshman and senior, doesn't matter, Boots Blosser. The Raiders are rolling here tonight. Another touchdown offensively.
Yeah, they're not messing around tonight. 10 plays, 39 yards, 6 minutes off the clock. Shea Harper goes in from 3 yards out, and the 2-point conversion was no good.
Harper's first touchdown as a varsity player for Roane County High School, the freshman. 7:54 remaining in the ball game, and it is Roane County 55-0. I would say the Raiders came in to prove something, and they have done it to themselves for sure. They have proved that they are capable of being a dominant team if they just do the little things right.
Yeah, the little things, the only things that have really slowed us down this year were the turnovers. Done an excellent job doing this ball game, keeping control of the ball. No interceptions thrown, no fumbles to this point.
We know a jet during the kicking off for the Raiders, the lefty, and he will kick it short. And the Raiders are going to recover an onside kick. I don't believe that was intentional. I think that Jet just miscalculated his left foot swing there and just rolled it to a guy, an unsuspecting scapegoat there at the 50-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that anybody really expected Jet to be a lefty. That's something you don't see a whole lot from a kicker, especially at the rural high school areas of West Virginia. That one just spun like a top, and it was a tough play, like your shortstop over there at Leo Hines Field.
So it's Raider offense again. Tyson Penna under center.
It was Clay Walker with that recovery as well.
Roane County now going to be whistled for legal substitution. They got 12 on the field. Everybody's wanting a chance to play right now, eh?
You just can't all play at one time. There's rules against that.
So Roane County will run off the field. Bradley Mace real quick. And Colton Albright will come into the play. Ryan Roden also will come out. So they had 2 in. 2 will come out, 1 will come in. Now they got 11. First and 15. Penna under center. Back split in the eye. Here's the give off tackle. Here's McIntyre to the outside. Boy, looking to break free from the leg tackle. Couldn't do it, but he'll pick up 3.
The tackle made Alex Goodwin, the freshman for Lewis County, his 3rd of the ball game.
And that clock will roll. Under 7 minutes to go. 55-0. This one has not been in doubt for a while. The Raiders, they just needed to prove something to themselves, and they did here tonight. Let's hope that feeds them going forward. Again, they've got to play again this week. On Saturday, they'll travel to Buffalo for a 7 p.m. start to that game. Penna staring down the play clock, letting it roll down to under 5 seconds. Here's the give off tackle. Boy, McIntyre locked up at the line of scrimmage by the big boy, the 290-pounder, Jason Jenkins. You mentioned a lot of sophomores on this team playing significant time for Lewis County. Rough for them for a couple of years.
Yeah, they're going to be a formidable foe going forward. Starting tailback, sophomore, quarterback, sophomore, big-time wing guy in Caden, a sophomore. So, a lot of talent going to be coming up in the next couple of years for Lewis County.
3rd down and 12 for the Raider offense. A give this time to Harper, and he'll bounce it to the outside, looking for somewhere to go, and the Lewis County defense equal to the task, calling it 4th down. As the clock rolls under 5. I'm sorry to the people sitting in front of us. We've got a new sign, and it's like twice as big as our old sign.
It's fallen?
Yeah, and we don't have enough strength in the... I'll have to get Gorilla Tape next time instead of duct tape. I'm getting Gorilla Tape next time, not duct tape.
You can get a sponsorship for that if you're shout-outs like that on the air. We just need to use about 18 more pieces.
Yeah, now that sucker's heavy. Yeah, now that I know. The normal amount of duct tape is not good enough this time.
Yeah, like I said, a little bit wet out this evening, a little humid, a little bit of rain earlier in the ball game. Still a little bit coming down now.
Rain is falling now.
Just a sprinkle.
Raiders having trouble getting set where they need to be. They will have a delay of game here with the 4th down. 4 minutes and 10 seconds is all that remains in this dominant defeat for Roane County over top of the Lewis County Minutemen. Minutemen will be back in action, assuming things hold as they are scheduled to. They're off this coming weekend, and then they'll be back in action on the 1st. They'll be home versus Lincoln High School. Again, Roane County was scheduled to play Buffalo this Friday. That has been moved to Saturday, so the Raiders will get 2 games in. And with their handoff, outside goes McIntyre, looking for some open room to run. Out to the 50, puts a shoulder down inside Lewis County territory. His teammates are loving that. A little bit of contact there on the sideline. It won't be a first down, but a nice run for the freshman Chase McIntyre. 3:15 is all that remains, and we'll see Lewis County back on offense. We'll get some new fresh faces in on defense for Roane County. See Bradley Mace checking back in after he tried to sneak in on offense there. Cody Nichols is up on the line for the Raiders. Eli Howard up there on the line as well.
Little Bub Cantley sighting.
Yeah, Bub Cantley in there. Now Jed Painter running on late. It's a pretty stout JV group of linebackers with Jed Painter, Clay Walker, and Bradley Mace across there. And then you got the Viper in Chase McIntyre. I'm telling you, got some talent here on this JV team. New quarterback for Lewis County will be number 5, Caden Kelly, a freshman, 5'5". He'll hand it off to one of his JV teammates. Under 3 left. Backfield.
Norman Tallhammer.
Is that Cody Nichols that got in there on that one? Clay Walker, official tackle. 2:35 and rolling. 55-0 Roane County. Raiders will improve to 2-1 officially on the season, and they'll set their sights on Saturday at Buffalo High School. Ball's on the ground, and it is
Roane County ball.
Could be Roane County ball. We'll see who gets up with it. Roane County with the possession. Are they going to give it to him, though? Eli Howard says he's the one that has it. They'll say dual possession, and it goes to the offense. As the rain starts to fall yet again here tonight. Had a little sprinkle in the second quarter, and we've got it once again here as we wrap up this one. Under 2 minutes remaining. All Roane County, they've blanked so far, the Lewis County Minutemen. Both JV teams on the field right now finishing off this one. And here's one squirting out again, straight to a running back. And Roane County in there to make the tackles. Harper and Walker in there. Now Eli Howard will check out, and Ryan Roden, I tell you what, this young man is the unofficial, actually he's the official hype man now, right? Roden is the official hype man of Roane County High School's team. And don't think that the varsity guys aren't excited for that young man to get in there. Minute left in this one. 4th down for Lewis County. Here's the handoff. Here's Walker again grabbing a hold. Bub Cantley jumps in there as well to stop the charge of the Minutemen, and that will give Roane County the ball back with just 55 seconds remaining.
Another play, maybe 2. Bring this one to a close.
That's about the right time as the rain starts to fall. So, the Raiders had to wait 17 days to get to where they wanted to be back on the field, and they have made up for lost time here tonight.
And just start to finish of this one has been all Roane County. It's what we've been dying to see all year is what the potential of this team really is.
Pettit will just take a knee at midfield, and that will do it. The Raiders reign supreme here on Monday Night Football. It started quick, it started well, and it never let up for the Raiders. They win it in big fashion over Lewis County in the first meeting between the two schools. 55-0 is your final. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, recap the ball game, have your stats, and your Willett C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game after these messages.